Hello, this is Ye Old Realm. And this is the central spawn point. This world is somewhere between 6 and 10 years old. It's a three-person realm. Me, my friend who actually owns the realm, Foy, and my son play in this world. And this is a tree. It's supposed to be Hyperion. I don't know. That's why he named the realm that. I don't know if it's named after the actual tree. Really tall redwood. Anyway, this is a replica of my house. I don't actually have a cow in my garage, but they come in handy. This is our kitchen. It's a kitchen. It's where my computer is. A library room. It's one of our cats. It's one of our other cats. And I'm sitting right here, looking at the screen. Bedrooms, blah, 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 blah. Friend of mine's house, Foy, who plays in the world. That's replica is his house. Some bees. Seems like the only thing I ever plant here is wheat. I don't know why. This is a villager trading post mall that Foy made. Whee! Bunch of trapped guys doing their jobs. For some reason, he called them all brand ambassador. I don't know. Another cat. But it's where you get some good. There's one of these guys is mending man. He comes in very handy. I have a cat bothering me right now. Hey, go. Shh. A real cat. This is where they hang out. Got a big emerald. Got skylights. They don't eat or drink, so they're happy. They're just working. Oh, crap. There's his house. He's got another big facility over that way, but the very first thing made in the world, apparently, is that. It was something he built to get away from all the bad folks. And it's just a big old spaceship. I eventually modded the middle part a little bit to kind of look like a Winnebago, like Spaceballs. And I built this bunch of trees, ring of trees there. Initially, this was a tree house. It had a tree in the middle. But I took it out and kind of left it because I thought, neat, wooden spaceship. That's a replica of a house we go on vacation to. And there's a little villager area I built. Unfortunately, that's not blinking. You have to get pretty close to blink, but that's supposed to be like a radio tower. And that thing's supposed to be like a power station. I don't know. It's got a bunch of stuff on fire and light blocks. Kind of neat. This world has changed a lot in nearly 10 years. This used to be just a hump with a bunch of trees and got flattened, turned into that. This used to be a little pond. I made a big lagoon. This is the big sorter area. Come over here. This area used to be, just a little cave under the ground, and then or mostly most of the stuff I'll show you is stuff I've done, but the other guys contributed somewhat. Foy's stuff's mostly kind of the far away stuff at about 50,000 blocks. He's got a really nice village. He decorates everything really nice. I just kind of do big, strange projects like dig big empty areas. I don't know. And I made this. All the sorting stuff. Here's a farm for melons and pumpkins. Here's our abattoir where we kill some chickens. Here's our magic emporium where you enchant things. Here's the map shop. Make maps. Siam I am. Big map of our area here. Ooh, all the trees. How fun. Dirty word. More dirty words in the ground. But that's one of Foy's early areas. Big castle, big, I don't know what you'd call that, like Magician's Castle or something he called it. The brew house. Make some potions. Some silly stuff on the wall. X-Parrot from Monty Python. Dirty name for a cat. You know, you can pay euros or, I thought I had one that had dollars on it too. What is that, yen? I don't know. It's all about having fun, folks. Here we are. Let's have a look. All of these, you know, the vacation house over there is, you know, they all have underground ways to get to them. Kind of make it a little safer to get around. But when you're in a world, so long, you get so much good stuff. Kind of rich. So you don't have to worry about dying an awful lot. Here's my little sorter. I named all these things, so when you run by, it names them, but this used to be all down there. And there was a whole bunch of hoppers that instead of running this way, ran like over that way and down and fed into them. And we used to have automated farming stuff down there. We had a zombie killing area. There was like a zombie spawner, and they would drop down, kill them. But so whenever you put stuff into the sorter, it comes this way, gets fed into the first little sorters that separate into food that can be cooked and smelting blocks, iron, nuggets, gold, all that stuff. There's a little area you can just throw a shulker box on and have whatever you want get fed into the sorting system. So you put those things into the sorter, they come down here and automatically smelt. They get fed back up, go into the rest of the sorter where they get sorted out. And here's sorter blocks, bunch of chests. That's what's in each box. And if you look over here, there's a whole bunch of them that are not even like have a art frame on it so I can put in the block. I guess it's not an art frame, item frame to say what's in the box. It makes it hard to find what's in there. I need to do that someday, but you work on these big projects so long, then you get bored with them, you go off and do other things. So let's go down and see the depths of my depravity. There is a area for collecting slimes. They get collected. Oh, that happens with that one. I do not understand why. Go get them. They collect all that, feed them into here. We probably got, well, I have chests and chests full of slimes. Whee! So it's even bigger, all the way down to bedrock after they expanded where bedrock actually was, where you could dig below it. A bunch of geodes or whatever, getting fun crystals, which you can get a whole lot of them, and after a while you're like, why do I have so many of these things? Over here, it's an iron farm that works some of the time. Bunch of villagers trapped in there to make an iron golem spawn. He burns up, feeds his iron down in there. They make updates, and sometimes it breaks stuff. And whee! Here we are. Come on. Not too good with the wings yet. I've only started using them in the last month or two. I have like 5 or 6 sets of them, but I'm always afraid to use them because they're super rare, really. Not really super rare, but they are kind of hard to find. You can run around all behind the scenes of the main area here. There's little offshoots and things. Probably more of these around. Whee! It is a little kind of a pain in the butt. I haven't been down here since I've got these wings on. Kind of a pain to get around. I started to cover the whole thing in carpet to make it look nicer, but that's a pain in the butt too. Everything's a pain in the butt. Up the elevator. Whee! The nether. Oh, well, let's see. Here is a farm, automated farm. What you looking at? So the grass grows, the sheep eats it, the shears and the yeah, actually, I don't know. Maybe those shears are broke. They've been in there forever. The shears cut the dude's hair, and it goes into the sorter. Anything? No, I guess go up. So he started this area originally, and this is where his safe little base was. He'd come hang out. And originally, this was an enchanting room, but eventually I put bookshelves in here. These are all some of the best books, but bookshelves are kind of a pain in the butt because you don't know what the book is till you take it off and look at it. So, I'm going to make a big library one of these days and have different sections that are named that say this is for fortune and this is efficiency, power, and sharpness and all that. So here I added these. I think I'm the one that put the portal in, I think, but I added these to make it look like it's shooting at the other spaceship. Fun. Escape hatch. Bye! What? Started to... Oh, I made it! Really not too good with these. Copper to keep from getting a lightning strike and burning this place up. I did come up here one time and found some of the blocks missing. Could have been lightning, could have been, I don't know, whatchamacallits, Enderman. This used to have a bunch of cows in it. It was like a cow farm. And I don't know if we slaughtered them all for leather or if whenever they did an update, they just despawned. You can see Foy's area over there. I guess we can go look at that. Save the nether for a minute. Yeah, so this world is nearly a decade old. And if you see weird things forming off to the sides and then disappearing, it's because we've already loaded that area, and I'm guessing it's trying to spawn in some new way that it's programmed to, but it starts to, and then it realizes this has already been spawned and it's already got old style areas built into it, so it's got to stop what it's doing and remember what you built here. So he likes to do kind of more story idea stuff with his worlds or his builds. So these some kind of graveyard for people that were in a big battle here with a wizard or something. But he decorates really good. I just hack around. I don't know. Hey, horse. Where's the water? This goes off to a swamp over there that I transplanted. Not mandrakes. What are they? Mangrove trees? It being an old world, swamps didn't have those kinds of trees, so then I just brought them in, and I think I imported frogs to it. They might have naturally showed up. This is disappointing. Well, it's part of the best thing we've got going, and also kind of disappointing because the way they changed the spawn rates of the bad guys and how they disappear whenever you get so far away from them. Used to be that you'd leave a chunk or an area or whatever, and the mobs would be there waiting for you when you came back. So that over there was a skeleton spawner. And down here is the best thing about this world. Oops. Jeez. This is a skeleton spawner. And this is a skeleton spawner. They're not supposed to spawn this close together. But if you stand in here in your safe little area, they'll both produce skeletons. They go down and they get injured in their fall, and they get piped up to the kill box where you can, I don't know, feel 30 minutes. I don't go much past 40 minutes because it gets really laggy because you've got hundreds of skeletons there in that kill box, and anything you need regenerated that has mending on it, like this pickaxe or whatever, you can regenerate your armor, everything, by walking away for 30, 40 minutes. And that other skeleton spawner that was over that way, we used to have mine carts that were on a loop. And there was a timer, and they would hang around here generating skeletons, and then after a while it would just shoot off and hang around the other one generating skeletons, and then come back here, and those skeletons would be fed through a chute that would drop them into there, that would drop them down into there, they get injured, and I don't know, it worked pretty good. Really, it's just as good just to stand at one spot here and not mess with the other one. So I've only been here some minutes. And actually, I have a good shovel that needs repaired. Might have to hang out a little longer. There's an enchanting room. There's some storage over there. A bed never used. A parrot that makes you think there's something creeping up on you. Big wall of ivy. Sometimes you'll have slime spawn down there, and they'll climb that, and then they'll drop and splat themselves, or climb up and fall and catch themselves on it. Ender dude. Oh, there's one. Maybe I'll go over there and climb. Bunch of tunneling off of everything. There's an old spider spawner that's over that way somewhere. Probably more that way. There's one or two zombie spawners way back that way I haven't been to in years, but it's really strange. You play a game in one world for so long that if you die, sometimes you'll just run across an area where you died long ago and you couldn't find it again, so you'll just find these little magic pockets of armors and tools and things. Like, oh wow, What a lucky day. It still happens to us. We're out running around and we'll find where we died before. Probably got angry and cussed at the screen and turned off the game in frustration. Yay. That's how it works. Let's finish this up and move on. Beep, 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 beep. It's a really good shovel. I don't know, I think I got it from a box in, like a buried treasure box from a treasure map. Moving on to the nether. Eat some fish. A little bit of lag in realms generating from overworld to nether. Come on. Sometime. Today. Woo! There's a big building inside nether. Sometimes you'll get a ghast spawned in here and have to battle it off. Usually not, though. They don't seem to appear in here. This is a cart that goes to one of those ancient cities. It's pretty far off. Oh, there's one of those mean pigs. I can hear him. A bunch of mean pigs in there. It's like the villager trading post. Shut your mouth. Anyway, come in here with gold stuff. You give it to them, and they look at it, and then they trade you something, and it goes in there when they drop it on the ground. This was a pretty big area, and it's all been mostly hollowed out. Eat my arrows! Hollowed it out all the way to the top, all the way to the bottom. Oh, here's these doofuses getting me. There's my frogs for turning magma cubes into frog lights. This over here is a drop to way down below the lava near bedrock that sends us all the way to 50,000 blocks out on an ice rail. That goes into the main base. This goes into the main base. This goes into my house. That goes into a mountain. This goes into the bottom of the main base. Is there another one? There's another one over there. It goes to like what used to be an obsidian farm. Where's a safe place for us to get obsidian? If you go up that way, you can get into the spaceship and into the wooden spaceship. And then there's a way to drop back down. This goes to a... There's a branch to the left that is our villager. It's a village, but we use it for raids. Like whenever you get like a bad omen. Now it's different. You used to just have to kill the flag guy, but now you can get the bad omen potion. You can start a raid. It's got a big wall around it, so it protects the village, and then you can just easily kill the raiders. They'd never get in your village. It's got two iron golems in there anyway. It helps out. And then at the there's also a stronghold in it with an end portal, takes us to the end. And if you go all the way to the end and to the left, it takes us to a gunpowder farm. Grows creepers, but it doesn't work too good these days. Just doesn't work too good. I know, some kind of update all the time, tweaking stuff. I came back here to show my little mountain house, which you can get to going... Actually, I think the horse is this way. Go get the horse. Do. Yo! Always try to get yourself a fast horse. This is my son's area a long time ago. I kind of had to reposition it when I was building that, like hollowing it out. This was like a room he had maybe more than one level, but anyway, here's the hallway to the mountain house, which really doesn't have anything in it. It just kind of looks neat from the outside. Yeah, you spend a lot of time doing these things, make these patterns and whatever. Here's underneath a river area. There's no fish or anything. You gotta come right in the middle because there is no other sides or anything. All right. Hey, you. Hang around. This is the inside of the... Oh, I just recently added this. Here's the inside of the mountain house, but this is the parking garage. Parking garage for your horse. Muck out your own manure. But this was going to be some project, like a great road that goes on and on and on and on and on. And, you know, you get bored of doing stuff. So you just quit. There's the power plant from earlier, the other side of it, and then do a big reveal here. It's kind of a neat mountain that was mostly the way it is. Like most, it had these kind of natural features to it already, so it's been modified a bit. Hopefully a polar bear doesn't get me. Of course, I put the top to it. Kind of neat. Glows, big mountain house on a crevice. And if you look down in there, there's a bunch of bridges back and forth. There's really nothing down there worthwhile. I mean, haven't really dug around there a lot since they made it where you can go below bedrock, where bedrock used to be, but I don't know, maybe there's a big ancient city down there now, who knows. Come on, horse. Need to name my horse. I don't know. Speedy. Something. What other fun stuff? This world is so big. I don't know how big the file size of it is. I'd said there's a village in the area and stuff that's like 50,000 blocks out, but I've gone well beyond that. I think I've gone 200, 250 out. Mostly using the nether because it's just faster to go that way. And if you dig down to the bottom and tunnel, it's much safer to travel through the nether than like trying to find your way through making trails and stuff. Cool. Let's netherize it then. Lag. Blah, 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 blah. Come on. I go this way. To the far off area. Boop. Oh, so many boats. I have a really good sand village, desert village. I guess we can stop there along the way. It's about to 1,500 blocks. I think I put portals every 500 or so just to see what was there. I think that one or this next one is another amethyst mine. So we had lots of amethyst early on. Zip, 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 zip. Eventually this will start to lag up and not load fast enough in front of us. And I don't know if that's the connection to the server or what. I don't know if just playing an offline world would be lagless, but I'm not going, not going full out. This is blue ice. It took forever to mine enough to create it, and I don't even think, this side one is even all blue ice. It just might be packed ice. Not that big of a difference. Yeah, I can tell from the sound it's not. It doesn't sound as fast as the other one. It could be packed ice or blue ice. I don't know. Doesn't sound the same though. Oh, come on. I found this village on like a quest. I said this world is like almost 10 years old, so I had a what are they called? Woodland Adventure Map or whatever they're called. And it was in a chest forever and ever and ever for years. And then finally one day I got into that chest and I saw that map. I'm like, oh, I'm going to find another woodland mansion. And I went overland thousands and thousands and thousands of blocks, only to find out that the way things spawned, now that it's been updated for years, made the area completely different. So where the village or the mansion should have been, it was just ocean. So I traveled for, I don't know, 20, 30,000 blocks, only to find nothing. Which was kind of fun. But on the way, I found this area, which is, go get the big overview, I guess. Whoop. Well, it's a big desert village, and when I first came upon it, it was kind of nighttime, and it was lit up on this mountain. I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool. So I came back, and I've added to it. The tower was there. Some of these buildings were there, but like that part is added on, and some of these pillars and things to make it, look like it's actually somewhat structurally real. And then you add in fun little touches here and there. Ow. Bunch of villagers. They hang out here. They don't really have anything too good. The only thing really good about the area is just how it looks from a distance, and kind of cool. Cool looking. There is over that way a exposed mine, like a mine shaft with tracks, and there's like a spider spawner that's just kind of out in the open hanging in midair. Kind of neat. I think if you can see the arrow, like that thing, the crosshairs, if you can see that line, that is, I think, old ice from wearing Frostwalker boots. It just doesn't disappear if you don't load it and stand near it close enough for it to like start melting. Frostwalker boots are kind of handy. Really neat area. I don't think there's much down in that hole. I've been down in there looking for stuff. It's just not. I haven't been in that. Haven't messed with this area in some, I don't know, half a year. I haven't really explored out that way either. Anyway, moving on. big world, lots to see, and there's no way that I could ever show you all of it because it's just so old. Oh, there's an automatic cane farm, sugar cane farm. It just grows, and then when it grows to in front of that, breaks it. Pretty simple to do. We used to have one at the main base, but just don't have one anymore after I dug the whole thing out. Whee! You can go off that way and see some stuff. Who cares? Going back this way. Whee! Oh, God. Hop in. Zoop. On our way to 50,000 blocks out in the overworld, which is 6,000 something, I think, in Nether. It's like 8 to 1, the distance in the Nether to the overworld. Or 7 to 1. 8 to 1, 7 to 1, something. Keep going this way, moving along. This is going full speed. And yep, there we go. Some mild issue performances. So I'm going to slow down. Still get there faster than if I were running it. I think if you use speed potions the whole way, you can run it. There's a trail away from here somewhere that comes back to the main base, and it's 4-6 minutes if you're using speed 2 potion the whole time. It takes a long time. We do have a woodland mansion that we beat a long time ago, and it's 2,200 blocks away, something like that. And pretty neat to go there, hang out. It's all emptied of bad guys. We've got 2 woodland mansions. One's actually a lot closer. The first one we went after, like all 3 of us got on and traveled. It took an hour to get there. It was like 20-some thousand blocks away. Oh God. Took forever. And then you set up beds and go attack it and get decimated and keep attacking it until you get everybody. And all the pillagers out. Oh, come on. Zip, 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 zip. There's little offshoots from this that go into various little areas we'd found in the overworld and had portals and whatever. Oh! Here, we made it. Yay. That goes to Foy's area. And this goes to my area. I'm sure his area looks better than mine. I'll go look at it in a minute. Mine's just plain. I don't do the decorating too much. Sometimes I do. But... Oh, that's, in case you're unaware, that's how you get elevators in the Nether. It's like stacks and stacks of mine carts. And you just jump from cart to cart, going up and up and up. Can't do water elevators in the Nether. There's no water here. Come on. Come on. So this... where am I at? Okay. This is a little air tower. This was one of those big floating blocks. And I built a little base up here, and I cleaned it out. Ooh. Cats. And there's like Netherwort Farm. Here's a view. I haven't really gone that way too much, so who knows what's over there. There's a tower here. Can I get out there? Built a tower. Oh, how pretty. But I built up this village that was here. We're right about 50,000 blocks out. Put a big wall around it. Built them a big, I don't know, kind of a work area, apartment building, condo thing to get more villagers in. You got a little drop there. There's a drop. Is it right here? Takes you way down deep into the ground. And that's where we'd mine out stuff down there and look for diamonds and all that. All of these to get more space in the village. And there's a drop and raise. I built basements under them, and a lot of them they're like little apartments below. Well, some of them don't have beds. Here's the town square. Kind of neat. That was naturally there. Here's an example of a good little apartment building. Apartment. Ooh, wow. Good way to like not change the look of a village too much and add more villagers. They're all running around. Oh, look, a village idiot. I don't see many of those much anymore. I'm going to take a pause here. I shall return. And back. Coffee man makes you go. I get comments here occasionally. Most of them are bots. Nobody watches this. I'm talking to myself here just to try it out. Yeah, I get comments, people like, hey, I'd like to join you next time or whatever. Like, no. This is a 3-person world. There is no one joining this world. I just have started streaming these because why not? And if I ever need to reference back to something, to wonder where I found something or saw something, I can just flip through these videos and find the coordinates. It's kind of neat. So here's the beginning of Foy's area. He started to create off of my 50,000 out spot, and it's much more cool than mine. He started with a little bamboo hut, little jungle bamboo hut area, and then he just went crazy. He went crazy. You see, he's got some beacons going. Oh my gosh, look at all this stuff he's done. Oh, better start right there. I'm gonna crash. Not good at flying yet. He built all this together like he likes to think of little stories in his head and build things based on, whatever he comes up with. This is like a mine. He's very inventive. Look at it. Looks like a crane picking up a whole bunch of blocks out of the mine. Ooh, baddies. This is like the mine area where they're processing the different blocks. Some storage. I don't know what's in there. Oh, yeah, copper blocks, iron blocks. Yeah, big smelting room. He's got a bunch of caves and stuff under all this, too. He's the guy that should be streaming and talking and yammering the whole time. People would probably enjoy watching him build stuff. Right now, the day count, what is it, 9,516? That's in-game days. Who knows how many hours to put in? There's no way to like track the hours. He's got something underwater over there. I don't know what that is. It's obviously glass, but I don't know what he's built out there. Yeah, neat. Makes neat structures. He made a big boat. Isn't that cute? Cute, cute. He's made a little village, little outpost guarding everything. I think some of them have villagers trapped in them. Man, I suck. Is there a way to get in the water? No, of course not. I don't want to waste a rocket just to get in there. There's some way to get in, I'm sure it's easier. Yep, all this neat villager areas. Found a village over here and just transformed it into whatever he wanted. Oh, look, like a little central park here. Neat. How do I get out of here? There's one of those little, villager posts where the guy's watching over everything. Not sure what those are. I know that's a, spawner of different mobs. They can show up in there. I'm not sure what he's got going on in this thing or that tower beside it. I guess he hangs out in there and that allows him to spawn in there and then fall into the collector and die. He uses magma cubes or whatever to make him die. There's a portal he's made to somewhere or other. Doop. Neat. Darn it, cat. Got a cat attacking me again. Like a real cat. Not like on the game, obviously. You don't see one. Oh, those are... They must have been in here recently. I don't know if they had copper trapdoors for very long. Copper's something they add and you're like, oh, neat. And then it's like, huh. What do I do with it? Apparently you do that. Lack imagination, I guess. Does this open up stuff or is it just... Should have that tied to... What is that? Oh, the strap down. Oh, that's funny. Ah, ahoy, Captain. Anything good? Oh, yeah, you gotta pay your crew. What's going on there? Cool. Oh, really neat. So he's expanded. I know it goes like off that way and off that way. So meaning that way over there. He's done stuff. But also you can see like under the water he's got something going on. Let's see. Yeah, there were a couple of times through the years he's like, man, we should just dump this world and just start over again. And then finally, I think I dissuaded him from that because I'm like, we've been in this world so long. We built all this stuff. We've got all this good stuff. Like, this world's infinite. Let's just expand out. And anytime you get bored, just go to a new area and just start again. And, yeah, he's like, good idea. Wow, this is really neat. hear that heartbeat. It must be one of those, whatever, Heart of the Ocean or whatever they are. I'm sure I'm in this world more than he is, but he puts in the time too. Like, seems like during the summer, just don't do it as much. I kind of have more of a routine, like on my days off, like I wake up, have coffee, breakfast, whatever, check out what's going on in the world, then I sit down and play this for like an hour, maybe two if I'm really interested to have something good going on. But usually after an hour, I'm like, okay, that's enough of this. Good grief. What's he got going on? So every day I'm off. This is like the only game I play anymore. I don't think I've played a different game in a couple years. This is just chill. Let's just get in here, hang out, go look at stuff, build something, see what's up. What can you find? Good God, what's he done? I want to die here. Eat my butt, go away. I don't want to break his stuff either with a creeper blowing up at him. You really can find redstone really easily, so making all this stuff really isn't that expensive. The iron, yeah, it's harder to get the iron as redstone. But if you have a fortune pickaxe, you can get quite a bit of redstone in one swing. Great googly moogly. Good God! I really need to come hang out here with him more often. I'm gonna hit bamboo. I'm gonna die. I should have brought a bed. Stupid. Oh, damn! Let's see what's up. Where's it go? Okay. Oh. Wow, look at the extension. Here's part 2. I was completely unaware of this. Is he joining it with that one? Oh, that one's beautiful over there. That's a natural one. Whoa. I bet he's getting on more often than I'm aware of. Wow, this is really nice. Maybe he'll watch this. I don't know. I know he knows I record these anymore, but this is my first talkie. Not going to have a lot of talkies. Not going to be one of those people that yammer the whole time I play. I find it kind of distracting doing it. It's just more enjoyable to get in and play. I don't mind people watching, but I mean, I'm not kidding myself. Nobody really does. Nobody really watches. And I'm not dispirited or care. It's just something to do. I think I started it for the old lady's nephews to see one time, and I just kept doing it after that. So anybody can stumble across it. I do it on Twitch, but then I export them to YouTube. As you can see, he is truly the master, and I'm just the blunt object. I'm just the digger. I go dig things and don't do anything too crazy. I need to tell him to expand mine, but maybe mine's just too ugly for him. He's like, that's ugly over there. You have sullied it, mister. Is that something I did? Yeah, that's just some stuff. Come on. Oh, too dark over here. Have some light. This is not safe. Gonna get creepers. I don't really care about the other guys. It's the creepers that ruin things real quick. Here's all the dudes hanging out. They should be in bed. Why aren't you in bed? Go to bed. Go to bed. Everything's lit up, though, so it's not like they're going to get attacked. Actually, where are the iron golems? There should be 2 of them. Usually there are. I don't know. I don't know where they've gone. Water elevators, nothing like them. They're some of the best things. Whoops. So I came. Oh, I don't think that was there. Huh. Pillager Tower. Main base is that way. 50,000 blocks that way. I've gone. I don't know if I've gone a quarter million blocks that way. 250. I've gone 200 at least that way, but I did 100,000 overworld and planted some portals, but the 200,000 is on that ice track, and it keeps going. Eventually, the ice runs out, and off that way you go. There was around. Used to be a Christmas tree behind that. I took it down. I don't know. It was up here forever because, like I say, you get bored of working in an area. It was built off the back of this. And eventually I'm like, it hasn't been Christmas here for months and months, and it's been up for years, so take it down. And back. Do. Wah. There is a track and a trail over there. I don't really recall what it was going to. It's just too dangerous to travel that way in the Nether. Like all these things out there, they'll get you. I guess if you could carry a frog on a leash, you'd get those, but probably not fast enough to keep them from hurting you. So that goes down to the ice track. There's also a drop. There is a what do they call them? Keep going that way. Is it a pig bastion? I don't know, one of those pig. Oh my god, one of those pig castles in the Nether. It's over that way. It's where you can find. What special things are in those? I haven't been after one of those in forever. There's some special stuff. They have a big gold pig room, and who knows? You get something special there. I like the ancient cities. I like. Oh Lord, is he in with me? Yep. I like the ancient cities better because you get swift sneak. That's where, when you crouch, you're moving just about as fast as you do running. If you get level 3, pretty neat. I really need to carry something with me, or put a chest in this or something. Keep that from happening. Hadn't happened in a long time. Usually nothing spawns on this track because you're just coming and going too quick. Could be lit up a little better, but I don't know if that really matters in the end, or the Nether. Oh yeah, I guess I can go to the end. Show off the end. Come on. Oh. Fastest way to travel, but really what this game needs is updated mine tracks. because it's called Minecraft. They have mine carts. They need to update the track system so you can have carts that take you super fast, so you can lag out like this. Wouldn't that be great? And also, they need some kind of switching track that would let you make like far off trails where you can select which way you want to go. So you could have like one main track, and then you have a switch, which I imagine would be a block with item frames on all four sides and a track on top. And then you would have a minecart with maybe an item frame on it or a hopper in it or something that you put the items in that hopper in a certain order, and as it goes over one of those tracks, that item drops out into that track, and then you turn in whatever direction that the item frame is placed on that block. That would be pretty cool. Then you could have thousands and tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of minecart track, and just put in a certain sequence of items and have a map on a wall that says put in these items in this order and you'll get here, and in this order you'll get here, and then make it super fast. Let's go to the end. Let's see. Oh crap, I didn't bring a boat. Oh well, it's not that far. Yeah, you spend a lot of time in this game just mindlessly digging, and it's really a lot better than like running around trying to shoot people. Like Fortnite or something. We had a phase where we played Fortnite for a while. All those Call of Duty like never interested me. It seems like I always liked kind of the games based off of movies. I would get like Star Wars games, Indiana Jones games, some of the Spider-Man games, but I haven't played any of those in forever. Oh, what's that? What's happening here? There is a new Indiana Jones game I thought about getting. I may. It'd be the first game other than Minecraft I played in years, 3-4 years. Ooh, let me think if there's anything I don't want to carry. I don't know. Heading to the end. Here is where you show up, and I like what they've done to the end. I like these explosions and lights showing up in the sky. It's crazy. Here's a little staging area far enough away from the main island that if you summon the dragon, it's not going to come out here and bother you. You can store all your good stuff. I kind of want to take my wings off because I get paranoid, but I'm not going to do anything crazy here. So the way I've set this up is tunneled through the ground, and if you've never been to the end, we'll go up and have a look at the main area. So when you come here and fight the dragon, there's these towers, and you have to destroy these things on top, and then you can kill the Ender Dragon. And so what I used to do is to have a water elevator built onto the side, but every time you regenerate, it destroys it. So I've built these water elevators apart from the actual structure of the tower, hoping that they will stay working. We'll see. But there's an underground tunnel system that leads from tower to tower, that when we summon the dragon again, hopefully we can just run in there, slide up to the top, destroy the little crystal thingy, jump off into the water, which I need to go around and make drops that would take us all the way down to the underground tunnel. And then off you go. You go around, you destroy them real fast. Have 2, 3 people in here distracting the dragon while you're off doing that. And as you can see, to try to protect this, I have built a wall of water all the way around the end. And I started doing that like 2 or 3 years ago, 4 or 5, I don't know. And I just finished it a couple months ago, and it only took like, I don't know, 4 or 5 attempts, 4 or 5 like logins, so anywhere from 2 to 6 hours, and I just finished it. I had it maybe from here to over there, but bloop, goes all the way around. Well lit up. Not a lot of Endermen show up here. The pedestal. So I built the water track around everything, so you can jump off the towers if the dragon's coming. You could just get out of the way, jump into the water, won't take any damage. And the Endermen don't like it, so hop in water if Endermen's giving you the business. And then I built this up here, so there are drops that go down into the lower tunnels and then shoot you up to the top, so the dragon will be up here trying to regenerate his power or whatever. You hop up real fast and you go and then off you go. He gets regenerated, and you can collect his dragon breath, which I don't find useful, but I have some. I don't really use it for anything. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that all we did? Let's see. There's the main one. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess we've only beat the dragon 4 times. I think you can get 9 of them. So who knows where they'll show up. They may show up outside this wall of water, and I'll have to like expand it around it. But the wall of water is really for if the dragon hits you and you go flying, it'll knock you off the island. So at least you get a chance of hitting the water and getting stopped, and you can swim back to safety. And that's the end. So build yourself a nice contained platform area. Put all your inner chest and stuff in it, and la-di-da. And now this will take me to the last bed I slept in. Yep, I figured it'd be here. Crap. I shouldn't have done that. I'm way the heck out again. How boring. I wonder how long it'd take me to fly back. Whoops. I about died. Let's see. Although that's kind of dangerous, because unless I fly really high, I have a chance of running into a mountain if things glitch weird. Oh well. I did that a while back. Tried to fly back from somewhere I was working, and I got by a mountain I couldn't see. I just crashed into an unseen mountain, and all my stuff spread everywhere. Unpleasant. So if we go this way, we should be able to see. I left like beds every so many thousand feet, or so many. I think one every. Oh, there's one. Yeah. So if you're going to do these long journeys, leave yourself. Oh, see, not good. Not good at that. Leave yourself a little place to rest, crafting table. Maybe leave yourself some food for whenever. You never know. So I think that's about every 1,000 blocks you're going to find those where I dropped them. Cruising. And really that's the best it's the best way to deal with wanting to use a world over and over and over and over again is to pick one direction and only really kind of explore in that direction. And then when big updates happen and they add cool stuff in, you don't have to go far from your main spawn point to find the new stuff. Because if you keep unspawned areas around, you'll always be able to find good things close by. I wonder how much of this is going to get demonetized, or not really demonetized. I don't get money for it, but I've had videos get taken down because, or not really taken down, the audio muted on sections of it because some of this stuff is apparently copyrighted and you can't stream it, which is kind of weird. This is going to take forever. Oh well. I hope my wings last. Some of these places I've got to every 1,000 feet have portals, I remember. So if I find one, I might drop in. That's either lava. Could be one of my spots to hang out at. Oh, a village. Village used to be like very mundane and kind of plain. They've done better at making them kind of conform to the biome they're in and match the color scheme and stuff. Pretty cool. It would be neat if each biome had like a special villager though that only spawned there. Oh look, a shipwreck that's above water. Fun. Something to look at else another day. 46,000 blocks out. How's my wings? Doing good. Just hanging around. Oh, that's a... Is that... It's one of those ruined portals, but I don't know if I have it in working order or not. It's a peaceful game. I really wish I hadn't flown home. I'm going back. It's closer to get back and go through the rail than to fly all the way back. Maybe I can pick up some speed by doing some down. Oh, there's that cool thing. Oh, yeah. There'll be some bees in that area. I really miss... They used to have the way things spawned. Like, I had a fish farm, which is near what I've been working on lately, which is drying out an ocean temple. And it was just a big bunch of water in the sky that I had. And it would just rain fish. They would spawn and drop, spawn and drop, spawn and drop. There were just so many fish it would make. And it was I can see why they took it out. It made the game far too easy to get food, because it would just made that, and it was like a flood of fish. And then you get it still rains squid from it though. Like if I go look at the chest underneath it, it's just squid ink for miles and miles. Come on. Note to self. Wings are for less than 10,000 blocks of travel. Oh, here's one of my beds. Built that one in the middle of the ocean. I think I can kind of remember building that one. I think I had to tunnel, or I had to block from the ocean floor all the way up to get a spot to put them on. And those are really good spots. Middle of the ocean, build yourself a little tiny island, light it up. Nothing's going to spawn on there and get you. Of course, now you get those stupid drowned zombies, and they'll get you, but what are you going to do? Nothing's perfect. Build even higher, go above. I'm sure I spent some time in that village on my way here. About there. This is the beginning, I think, of the range that leads to the floating blocks that I made my house on. It was really cool. A lot of it was hanging gravel. Well, maybe I'm not. Yeah, I'm getting there, I guess. Hanging gravel, so I was able to just like stand and shoot it with a bow and watch loads and loads of it collapse. That's always fun. There's that pillager outpost. Maybe we did already take that over. I don't know. Maybe Foy found it. Because I don't know if they're normally lit up like that. Are there any dudes in it? I don't see anybody. Have to land here at night. Who knows what's going to be there? How about I cheat and I go into the briny deep? There. When you can't land, swim. I'm going to leave it there. That was a little tour. That is by no means everything. Here I am, hanging out here. Have to make my way back to the Ocean Temple. I'm sponging dry. That's it. Goodbye.